Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is Friday afternoon, and once again we've got the cast iron out. We're going to be fixing some bacon wrapped steaks. I put a little preview video up of some still shots I took earlier in the week where I fixed them, and we decided to fix these again Friday night here. So I've got the cast iron out, and I've got the BK15. If I ever showed you any of you all the sheath I keep it in, I had a friend of mine up north fix this for me. It's got a place for a fire steel, quick attach for a belt. Easy one hand out if you have to. Made out of Kydex. Anyway, the BK15, when this thing comes out, you know we're going to be cutting some steaks. So we're going to go ahead. Let me show you what we're going to be fixing. First off, we're going to have some thick cut bacon. Scoot that back here. Next, I got one thick cut certified Angus beef, prime boneless top sirloin. We're going to cut that into 2 or 3 decent sized pieces. Kind of clean it up a little bit, clean the edges. And we're going to make three steaks out of that. Wrap it in bacon. Fry the edges for my breakfast or lunch tomorrow. We're going to mash up a garlic, clove, and probably about half a stick of butter. One other thing. Kosher dill pickle juice. No, really. Bacon grease. We're not going to use olive oil. We're going to use just a little bit of bacon grease when we fry the bacon. Obviously, everybody knows how that works. Then we're going to put just a little bit of this bacon grease in the bottom of this pan right here to get it good and hot to sear the steaks, both sides, for 5 to 6 minutes. These are a little thinner, probably about 4.5 to 5 minutes. Then we're going to pop them in the oven. We're going to go ahead and get all this worked up. We've got the mashed. Well, they're not mashed. We got the potatoes. We're going to be baking. We'll get them ready. Put them in the oven. Not even going to show that because it's just a baked potato. We're going to get this meat. We're going to go and get everything set up, and we're going to cut this into the chunks we want. We're going to get the bacon out. We're going to season the meat. Then we're going to get it rolled up, wrapped, get it in the oven. Stay tuned. Alright, what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead, we've got this out, I've got my gloves on. My hands are rough, I've told it before if you've watched any of my videos, so I'll go ahead and put these on, make it a little more cleaner. What we're going to do, there's no art to this, well, there probably is, but all I'm going to try to do is just make them 4 pieces, maybe probably 3 out of this one. I'm not going to show the whole video. I'll cut off some of the parts and make it. These other parts here that I am going to cut off is going to be fried. They won't go to waste. So, let's see. If we're going to make 3 out of it, probably go something like that right there. And we'll probably go something like that. Clean some of this up along the edge. I know it takes fat for flavor, but I like mine a little bit cleaner. Like I say, I'm going to cut away from this video here in a minute. I mean, there's no art to what I'm doing. It's just cleaning up the steaks a little bit, making them look more like I like them. There we go. There's one. That's about the size I'm looking for right there in all 3 of these. Throw it aside. There's another, nice thick. Just trying to give them a shape a little better to make the bacon a little easier to wrap the bacon around it. There's a 3rd one. So that'll work good. If anybody's never done this before. This is only my 2nd time. Well, 3rd, but who's counting the 1st one? This is this 3rd time, 2nd time I've done this. You wrap the bacon around it and stick a toothpick. Good to go. And like I said before, I promise you this stuff right here will not go. One more quick thing to note before I get these in the pan. I gotta let them set for just a little while, but if you haven't used any of this stuff right here, this is what I use all the time. I'll put a link down in the description. Cosmos SPG rub. Love the stuff. I got hooked on it. It's a awesome product. So I'm gonna go ahead and give these a little seasoning. Get everything ready and let it set for a little while. Get on up to room temp. We're gonna get the bacon ready. Then we're gonna get the board back out, and we're gonna wrap some bacon around these things. Throw them in there and sear them. Stay tuned. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get some bacon on here. We're only gonna fry, for this steak, we're only gonna fry 3 strips. I'm just gonna wrap single wrapping. We're not gonna let this bacon go to waste whenever we get done here. We're gonna go ahead and fry that up. We'll eat that tomorrow. Could seal it up, but I mean the bacon's done open, so why not? Let's go ahead and fry it. Can't eat it till you fry it. Like I say, we're only going to get 3 strips of this thick cut, wide bacon on here. We're going to lay the rest of it in the refrigerator. We'll take care of it here when we're done with these steaks. So that's all we need to do the wrapping. We're going to seal this back up the best we can and get it back out here after a while. We'll get that bacon on. We've got it turned on over here. So let it sit there and fry. Stay tuned. Now we don't want to get this bacon real crispy. We want to go ahead, let me get the camera set back. We want to go ahead and get it warm, fry it, brown it some. We don't want it real crispy because you do have to wrap it around, that steak. And to hold it in place, all you're going to simply need is a toothpick. Nothing new there. Get me out about 3 toothpicks here while I'll let you all watch bacon fry. Alright, we got those. We're ready for that. Not going to film the whole bacon frying process. I'm going to pause the camera for just a minute, turn these over and get them browned up good, and then we're going to wrap the steaks. While the bacon's frying, we're going to go ahead and use our kosher dill pickle bacon grease. Now, let me clear that up. We're just going to get a little bit of this bacon grease. This is from where I cooked the other night, this stuff. We're going to put a little bit of this bacon grease in here. It ain't going to take a whole lot, and it heats up and moves around. We're just going to use this pan for searing those steaks. Well, we got 3 of them. We better put a little more. We're going to use this pan for searing the steaks and throwing them in the oven. Should be all it takes on that right there. We'll put that up and save it. We'll pour this bacon grease from this round in it. Like I say, when you heat this up right here, it'll all spread out. I'm not worried about that. Just getting the pan ready. We're going to do that right there, and stay tuned. Alright, we're going to go ahead and turn this eye on right here and let this pan be getting hot and melting that bacon grease. We've got our bacon right here. This part's a little tedious. I'm sorry, I got a good shot of my arm there. And a little tedious, a little aggravating, because you've got to wrap the bacon around the steak and get it to stay there. See if we can get the camera set up here at a decent angle. Alright, what we're going to do here is we're going to take this piece of bacon. Stop me if you've seen this before, but we're going to take this piece of bacon, we're going to lay that steak right down on there. We're going to wrap it around. That's what I was in fear of. It's going to be close as far as lengthwise. I done 2 layers last time, and that was just a bit too close. Alright, there's one. Lay it out of the way. Yeah, this is going to be real close on the length on this. Got the steaks up to room temperature. Might I add that note in there. Stretch this bacon right around through there. Get another toothpick. Rinse and repeat all 3 times. This one ain't going to make it. This one ain't going to fit all the way around there. We're going to put it anyway. We're going to stretch it a little bit. And that ought to stay right there. This is what we want it to look like. Alright, looks like we're good and warm enough. Let's go ahead and get these steaks through on there. I got the small set. It's going to be a little aggravating. Here we go. We're just going to leave them right alone right there for about 4 minutes. Okay, right about now is when I want to add my butter and my crushed piece of garlic in there. Get all that in there. Let that butter melt. Alright, it's been about 4 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and turn these over now. See, we got a good sear going on that side. I had that piece of bacon, got under the edge of it a little bit. Oh yeah. Leave this about 4 minutes. Almost knocked that off. That wouldn't have been good. I went ahead and threw these tips and stuff in there to let those get fried up. Now we're going to do these just like we do on the grill. We're going to check the internal temperature and go for about, I always pull mine about 119 degrees because they do raise up a little on temperature when you let them rest. They've been in there about 2.5 minutes on this side. See what they're looking like. Oh yeah. We'll lay them up on their edge. Let some of this bacon fry a little more. May turn the heat down just a little. They're getting really close to being popping in the oven. Yeah, that's getting a beautiful color on that side. Bacon's looking good and done, crisp. We're going to lay this one back down where that bacon got underneath it and let it get just a little more. While it's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and grab my thing, check the temperature. We're right around the 100-degree mark. Nowhere near ready to pull them yet. And I've went ahead and got some of this where I've got the butter and the garlic. Spoon some of that back across them. And add some of that flavor back in. Put that garlic down in here. There's a piece of garlic up on there, but we want the flavor. We'll go ahead and cut the heat on down. Like I said, these are getting just about to the point we're ready to pop them in the oven. Alright, what I've did off camera, I have went and washed and cleaned the original cast iron pan that I was frying the bacon in. What we're going to do with these steaks now, we'll lay them back over in that pan. It's well seasoned, so nothing to worry about there. We're going to lay it back over in that pan, and we're going to pop that pan in the oven alongside our baked potatoes while they're finishing. Before I do that, I'm going to take a little bit of this garlic and butter. We'll put over each one. Just a little. You got plenty. Alright. We're going to pop this in the oven and let it stay in there for about 8 minutes or so. Then they'll be ready to eat. Baked potatoes will be done. I'm going to finish frying these right here. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, some time has passed, about 10 minutes they've been in the oven. We're going to go ahead and get this little one out here. Put it on the plate. It is the moment of truth. Let's cut this thing open and see what it looks like. No editing. Hold it and give it a slice open. we have got a nice medium rare. Plenty of pink in the middle. Plenty of juice. There it is. If you like the video, please like, share, subscribe, comment. Got any questions, suggestions? Drop them in. I'm always anxious to read the comments, see what people has to say. Like I said, thanks for watching. God bless. Have a great day. See you on the next one.